Hello and welcome to a new Let's Play. I have a couple of announcements first off. One is I am so sorry about Long Live the Queen. I just kind of rushed it and didn't check, and you saw what you got. I've tried making it work. The software does not get along with it, so I won't be playing that one. Second off, we're out of Dark Souls episodes until Token gets back for Thanksgiving break, which should be in a couple weeks. Until then, I'm just going to be playing this or something else in the meantime. And third of all, Fatal Frame is stuck, I guess. I'm stuck on Fatal Frame because I can't beat the boss. I don't know if it's just the game's a hell of a lot harder than I remember it being, or if it's emulator ROM weirdness. If I can't beat him after a while, I'm just going to move on to Fatal Frame 2, and we might just have to come back to Fatal Frame 1. In the meantime, we can play Cinders, which is a visual novel that's based off the Cinderella story. It's pretty neat, I guess. It's got a nice art style, and while it's nothing too fantastic, and I haven't gone out of my way to get all the endings like I did with Long Live the Queen, it should at least keep us entertained for the time being. So let's get started. I still can't believe I've been delaying this for so long. It makes me wonder, if I decide to act earlier, maybe things wouldn't be so broken between us. Maybe with just a little effort, this family wouldn't have fallen apart like this. But I suppose it was easier to complain and do nothing rather than to try to change things. Isn't it always? Tonight it's different. This is the night of change, the night where my plans finally take effect. I can hear my stepsisters talking in soft voices in the hallway. I imagine they too won't get any sleep tonight. During the last few days, I've learned so much more about them. But can erase all the years they tormented and humiliated me? I don't know what to think about it. People should get what they deserve. You can't erase the past. You can't push someone into despair and expect compassion in return. We pick our own paths in life. Whatever happens, my stepsisters knew the risk. I like this art style. It's very pretty. Just like on the verge between like art and realism almost. Let's see, what voices? I still can't believe she did it. I would never have suspected. Of course, because everyone is as dim-witted as you are and never does anything out of the ordinary or unexpected. Oh yes, I'm sure you were able to foresee what would happen. Did you see it in the tea leaves or read it in a children's book one afternoon while avoiding work and being useless as usual? I did entertain the thought that she might do something like this, if you must know, but believe what you want, I don't care. I also suspected she might try to do something. She was so secretive and compliant at times that an explosion seemed inevitable. I didn't expect she had it in her. Gloria, please. Sometimes you sound like a cliché villain from a bad romance novel. Of course, if something isn't twisted, weird, or shocking, then you won't consider it. Not everyone is like you, Sophia. I know not everyone is. You're not. Though you try your best to be like Mother, always responding the same way regardless of the situation. Predictable, boring, and stupid. But you are not Carmosa, remember? You do not lead, you mindlessly follow, and it shows. Shut up, you. Open up! Open up in the name of the prince! It's him! Why did he have to come? And in the middle of the night? Will the wonders never cease? I guess this night of change is not over yet, just as your ridiculous cliché impersonations aren't done yet either. There's no time for this now, though I'm sure Mother will deal with you later. I'll go summon her. You do that. Open up, I won't repeat myself. Yeah, I realized what character it was, and I have to give him a decent voice. Mother! Sophia, don't stand like that. Open the door. Let this noisy man in. Yes, Mother. Captain, what brings you here at this time of night? Spare me these false pleasantries. You know why I'm here. Where is she? Very well, Sophia. Get Cinders here right away. Yes, Mother. Be quick about it, child. Captain, would you fancy some wine while we wait for my lazy stepdaughter? Don't push it. You know this isn't a courtesy visit. I'm afraid a lot is going to change here tonight. He's right. Nothing will ever be the same. Nothing. I must admit, I'm afraid of it too. Some independent woman I am. Cinders, Mother has summoned you. Move. You know she doesn't like to wait. Fine, I'm moving. Just give me a moment. Make sure it's quick. Cinders, can I ask you something? Yeah, Sophia? This whole situation, what happened this evening and the guard bashing at our door and all, it's because of you, right? You planned it. I know what the fuck you're talking about. No, why is it when anything happens you always go blaming me? Oh please, you and Gloria love to treat me as if I were stupid. But I'm not. Far from it, actually. And I'm definitely not blind. I know you've been planning it since that morning 7 days ago. Ooh. 7 days earlier. What a beautiful morning. The last few days were all rain and gloom, but today's different. Today is summer in its fullest. It's so nice to see the sun again. It can get pretty cold in this room of mine. Although I don't feel so frisky right now, I could use more beauty sleep. I shouldn't have burned the midnight oil over a book last night. And a silly book, too. Some adolescent girl, pretty and numb as a freshly cut flower. She has divine humility and courage while suffering oppression from her abusive family. Who writes these things? Do they really want young women to develop this martyr-like attitude? Funny though, if it's really that bad and makes me so angry, why did I read it in the first place? Maybe something in it really echoes a part of my own experience? I don't know, and I'm not going to spend the morning wondering about it. Of course, it isn't as if I'll get to enjoy the day either. Lady Carmosa will certainly make sure that I have to do the worst chores. The old hag could use any of her servants, but no, she always sends me. I get the feeling she simply wants to humiliate me. If only Father was still here. On a day like this, he would surely take me to the forest. We always went to the lake, the magical lake as he called it, and left a loaf of bread under the old tree. Gotta pay tribute to the fairies. You never know when you may need their help. Good old man. He used to tell me stories about the little folk, even when I was far too old to believe them anymore. I miss them so much. But enough daydreaming. Honestly, I talk to myself way too often these days. It's only a moment before I start considering mice and sparrows my only friend, and we'll go frolicking and singing together. What a sight that would be. Luckily, I know better than that. I may get lonely sometimes, but I'm not empty-headed. Time to get up, Cinders. The day's only just started. And you never know what the future may bring. Dramatic intro. Cinders. I still have some time before my sisters wake up. I could start my cleaning duties to save have more time later, or I could try to finish that book I was reading last night. Or I could seize this opportunity to do sweet nothing. It's not like I have time for myself very often. Let's get started. Since my father's death, Carmosa and her daughters treat me as their servant. Cinders, do the cleaning. Cinders, go to the town. Cinders, why isn't my dress washed yet? Ugh, I hate it so much. But what can I do? I have to stay patient and hope for the better. I'm not flimsy. If this is a test, I'll face it with a smile. If I start cleaning now, I should be done before afternoon. And maybe even get some time for myself in the evening. Off to work then. I'll start with my room. I swear it gathers the dust from the whole residence. She'll have to bring in some fresh flowers. My room may just be a repurposed storage, but that doesn't mean I shouldn't try to make it more cozy, right? I don't know who this is. Cinders, are you there? Cinders, where are you? I can't make up my mind for her. Cinders, where are you? Sophia, I'm in the broom locker. Oh, you're cleaning already? So considerate of you. But I'm afraid Mother has different plans. She wishes to see you immediately. She wishes to see me. Did she tell you what she wants? No, of course not. Why would she? And why would I want to ask in the first place? She looked rather angry, though. That doesn't sound good. I hope I'm not in some kind of trouble again. You really could have asked her, you know. I think you mistook me for one of those gentle, well-mannered noble girls who care about others. Sorry to break it for you, but I don't. If you're in trouble, that means I get a free pass today, so I'm rooting for it with all my heart, sis. Sophia! The girl whose voice will probably be as inconsistent as anything. My, aren't you one charming human being? Thank you. Now hurry up and let's go already. Oh, shut up. I used to play in this hall as a child, but this building isn't much of a home anymore. Ever since my father passed away, it feels like this place is just an empty shell. Carmosa does her best to keep the residence in its former splendor, and I guess most would be fooled by it. But for me, this place feels like it's fading away. Oh, so you didn't get lost after all. Oops, wrong one. I was starting to think you couldn't find your way. But it seems you were just taking your precious time with no regard for the rest of us. You're as hopelessly irresponsible as that sister of mine. No wonder that Mother can't count on anyone other than me in this house. Gloria! Don't tell me you got caught up daydreaming about some prince coming to save you. Well, actually... well, being rescued by a prince doesn't sound too bad. Is that so? You're still such a child, Cinders, dreaming about nonsense like that. No wonder you're so useless in the real world. Just so you know, the real prince is much too busy keeping the kingdom together to be bothered to notice anyone, especially someone as plain as you. Well, you know how much I hate to disturb your little daydreams, but Mother says she wants to speak with you. She says she has a special job for you. No doubt something rudimentary enough for you to handle. So you were sent here to fetch me, then? Mother trusts me with important tasks. Don't mistake me for being on your level. You wait here. I'll let her know you finally rolled out of bed. Okie dokie. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. The room feels empty again. Even Gloria's presence is better than nothing. Truthfully, I feel bad for her. I may be the servant around here, but her situation isn't that different from mine. Both Gloria and Sophia spend every waking moment doing Carmosa's bidding. Just because it's not scrubbing floors doesn't mean they're not servants, too. So you're finally up, you lazy girl. Can't anyone in this house just do what is asked of them? I swear, you feeble-minded girls are going to be the death of me. Carmosa. Bah, you wasted too much of my time already. I have a job for you. Go into town and find the merchant Tobias. I need you to pay him for a certain service. I'm giving you 200 sovereigns exactly. Don't you dare lose them. I must be a fool to entrust you with this much money, but unfortunately I've no one else to send. I have better plans for those two useless daughters of mine. Now hurry up, child. Time is of the essence. Carmosa's been speaking to me this whole time, alternating between insults and orders. Do I really have to silently accept this? What if I take it by yourself? And what if I refused? I don't have to do as you tell me. No, of course not. You have no obligation to follow my orders at all. Just as I have no obligation to see you fed. There's no room in this household for a useless, lazy girl who doesn't know her place. If you don't work, then you won't eat. Come on, girl, you may be stupid, but you're not that stupid, are you? Any more questions? Good. Then hurry up and go. Doesn't seem like I got much choice here. I suppose it could be worse. A trip to town isn't such a terrible thing. It's a beautiful day and a great excuse to get away from the house. I won't even get in trouble for leaving as quickly as I can. Besides, Tobias has always been nice to me, so I'll enjoy seeing him again. This could be a rather pleasant trip. Let's see, to forest. It's the only option. You really don't get that much free roaming, like you can't pop over to the town immediately, or there's only certain points where it's an obvious split in the story. I suppose I should be grateful. Even though Carmosa practically kicked me out of the house, it's better than staying there. It really is beautiful here, and it's a much-needed break from that toxic house. The lake that my father took me to as a child isn't far away, too. I really miss our trips to the lake. It'd be nice to visit again, if only for the sake of memories. I wonder if I have enough time. Carmosa did tell me to hurry, after all. Go, lake! Carmosa will yell at me when I get back, no matter what I do. It's impossible to please that woman. Well then, I suppose a trip to the lake wouldn't make a difference one way or the other. It's been so long since my last visit, and I do miss it. I'll go. I'm glad I chose to come. This place is just as beautiful as it was when Father used to take me here. As a child, I knew this place was magical, but I've outgrown fairy tales now. Still, there's something about this place. It feels enchanted. Maybe it's because it hasn't changed a bit since I was a little brat. I remember that Father would always leave a gift for the fairies every time we visited. Maybe I should do the same. No. It's a charming thought, but I'm not a little girl anymore. I can't sit around believing fairies will come and save me. Wishing for magic is really just laziness. I can take my fate into my own hands. If I want my life to change, I'll do it on my own. Well, I'm still happy I came. There's a lot of beautiful memories here. I really need to get going, though. Time to go into town. Dude. Finally at the town. I should probably head straight to Tobias's shop. Strange. What's that crowd over there? Everyone seems to be surrounding that building. I wonder if someone around here can tell me what's going on. Excuse me, ma'am? Can you tell me what this crowd's for? Oh, child, haven't you heard? A bunch of good-for-nothing thugs took their hideouts here there. Bastards kidnapped a child. I'm sure you know it's market day today. A lot of folk come into town and trade their wares, but there's also the unwelcome element, you know what I mean. One of the merchants caught some ruffians red-handed stealing from him, like no it's no one's business. So we naturally grabbed whatever pointy thing came in handy, and made sure those lowlifes know we don't take kindly to thieves in this town. But those scum grabbed a child and locked themselves up in that house. They threatened to kill the brat if anyone tries to enter. That's horrible. Oh, the poor mother. Thank goodness some lads noticed Parole, the captain of the Prince's Guard, drinking in the inn. A few men went to fetch him in the tavern. He grabbed that blade of his and went into the house without saying a thing. I wish that good-for-nothing husband of mine would be so brave, but he's only good for drinking and complaining, I tell you. He's been silent like a graveyard in the night since the captain went in. Who knows what happened in there? Oh, such awful times we live in. That really is sad. Thank you for telling me. Hope that child doesn't get hurt. If the captain of the guard plans to fight, it's sure to be dangerous in there. Oh, that was Cinders. Well, wait, everyone stop talking. Did something happen? Someone is coming outside. Is that the captain of the guard? The child is safe now. Someone get rid of the bodies. Parade! Wow, did he take care of that entire gang of bandits on his own? He acts like it wasn't even a big deal. He's a badass. You can tell because he's got all those belts. He just disappeared without even waiting for any thanks. Feels like he doesn't even care what anyone thinks of him. I'm intrigued to know what sort of man could do something so heroic and yet remain so emotionless about the whole thing. It looks like the child has been reunited with his mother. What a relief. Uh-oh, I'm running late now. I better go see Tobias right away. Tobias' store is neat and well organized as usual. From the look of things, he's been doing well for himself. I guess he was lucky those thieves didn't decide to rob this place instead of one of those poor merchants at the market. Hey, welcome, Cinders. Is everything alright? You seem a bit pale. I just witnessed a terrible scene in the market. A group of brigands kidnapped a child and barricaded themselves in one of the houses. Heavens! Did someone call the guards? Luckily, the captain was nearby and resolved the situation quickly. With a sword. As messy as it may seem, that's his job. Glad to hear everyone's alright. Not everyone. He killed all those men. I don't know what to feel about it. You always had a gentle heart, Cinders. Have you missed it? Well, it's been too long since you stopped by, that's for sure. How have you been? Much the same. Carmosa works me the bone every day, and there are many times when I wish I could just disappear. But I manage, and there are days that make me happy, like today. I'm so glad to see you again, Tobias. Looks like your shop is flourishing. It does well enough. I hope you know that you can come speak to me anytime you want. Tobias! This game actually does have like multiple romance interest. The prince, obviously, who's going to be one of them because it's a Cinderella story, duh. Toby is one of them. And Perrault's the other, if you couldn't tell by the fancy. You also won't see like any other guys. We used to spend so much time together when we were teenagers. Now that we're adults, it seems that we hardly even catch a glimpse of each other. It's really a shame. You're right. It feels like childhood friendships disappear once you mature. It's hard to keep them alive sometimes, even when you have the best of intentions. Such a true statement, but I assume you didn't come here just to remember the old days. Sadly, no. I'm on an errand for Carmosa. I'm here to pay you for... well, whatever it is she asked for. She's being very secretive about the whole thing. Oh, that. That? Now I'm even more curious about this errand. Do it. So, what exactly did Carmosa ask you to do anyway? Sounds mysterious. I'm afraid I can't tell you. Why not? Well, I promised Carmosa I won't tell anyone. I like to keep my word. Also, it's basic business ethics, Cinders. Carmosa isn't worth such honorable treatment. She doesn't treat any of us nearly as well. That may be true, but I gave my word. Carmosa might not be honorable, but I certainly am. Or at least trying to keep my standards. Oh, but you can tell me. Remember how close friends we were as children? Why can't you just tell me? Old time's sake? I gave my word. And a promise is a promise, and I intend to keep it. It's about keeping my honor, and it doesn't matter if Carmosa is a good person or not. Now please, don't ask about it again. Fine, I understand. Anyway, Carmosa said that I was supposed to give you some money for this job. That's true, but I'm surprised she would send you to pay for it. She said something about not having a choice. How much does she owe you? Around 200 sovereigns, I'd say. Just an estimate? That means Carmosa and Tobias haven't agreed on a set price yet. If I could negotiate a discount, I might get in Carmosa's good graces. Or just get some money for myself. Fuck Carmosa. Well, I have precisely 200 sovereigns, so I suppose that's perfect. Thank you. I confess I'm glad Carmosa sent you. She would have undoubtedly tried to haggle the price down. Oh, was I supposed to haggle with you? It's not a bad thing that I didn't, is it? Of course it's not a bad thing. It just shows how different you are from Carmosa. You're a very selfless person. It's a rare and beautiful trait these days. Oh, thank you. I'm glad that Carmosa sent you. It was a pleasure to do business with you, and I'm happy that I got to see you again. Likewise, I really do miss seeing you, Tobias. I'm gonna just be calling him Toby because I hope we can come again soon. I'll do my best. Oh, I almost forgot. What is it? Please tell Carmosa that I'll fulfill my part of the deal soon, and she should expect my representative to come by sometime tonight. Sure, I'll let her know. Thanks. Oh, by the way, I had no idea you had your representatives nowadays. It comes with the trade, I guess. Start throwing coin around and suddenly find yourself surrounded by people eager to run errands for you. Coin, you say? I thought that had more to do with your magnetic personality. I used to be magnetic, but it made trading in metalware much too risky for me, so I stopped. Oh, people do underestimate the pain caused by fast-flying cutlery. There was a time in my life when I was forced to use my hands, but I prefer not to speak about it. Oh, I've missed our talks, Toby. Me too, Cinders. I hope I'll see you again soon. Hope so too. Take care, friend. Woo. Alright, well, I think that's about it for this episode. I hope you guys are enjoying this. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys have a great day. See you later. Bye-bye.